We'll hold a moment of silent meditation and the pledge to the flag. Thank you. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to call to order this meeting of the County Commission of August 5th, 2020. We'll say hi to Ben Conley, who is not with us today, but is viewing us from afar, so we will be covered by the press. Let's begin with consents and approval. Good morning.
Good morning, Renee.
We have 49 exonerations for $28,006.22. One request to create a statement for $1,845.68. Vouchers, General County Fund, $331,882.56. 911, $978.48. Chestnut Ridge Park, $5,909.43. Camp Muffley, $2,280.54. Mason-Dixon Park, $1,609.82. Reallocated coal, $1,800. Assessor's valuation, $13,449.50. Purchasing card vouchers, General County Fund, $30,135.79. Magistrate Court, $47.18. 911, $157.07. Home confinement, $5,280.23. Chestnut Ridge Park, $330. Camp Muffley, $172.25. Mason-Dixon Park, $4,865.48, for a voucher total of $398,898.33. We have budget revisions that require state approval for General County Fund. If you recall, we had talked about how we were going to cover the increase in insurance.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, instead of listing all the departments, we're just doing a blanket for that. And
Okay.
I mean, if you want to, it's in the file if you need it. There's also additional for the dog warden. Received $10,000 from the Marion County Commission for dams and dredging, and capital projects, other buildings. Position vacancies for boards and authorities: the Western Board of Zoning Appeals, Monongalia County Planning Commission, Monongalia County Development Authority, Camp Muffley Advisory Board, Abandoned and Dilapidated Enforcement Agency, Mason-Dixon Park Advisory Board, Region 6 Planning and Development Council, Historic Landmarks Commission, Mountaineer Trail Network Authority. Fiduciary orders for August 5th, 2020. We have a second quarter status report for Fiduciary Commissioners Beth LeBeau and Ryan Umina. An interim report from Fiduciary Commissioner George Armistead regarding the estate of John Peter Foster III. The last two items you probably should deal with separately.
Okay. Move for approval for the consent items as presented.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second for approval. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so the second quarter status report from your Fiduciary Commissioners Beth LeBeau and Ryan Umina.
Move for approval.
Second.
Properly moved and second for approval. All in favor?
Aye.
And then you also have the interim report from Fiduciary Commissioner George Armistead regarding the estate of John Peter Foster. There was a petition filed by John Peter Foster IV objecting to the executrix's filing. They had a Fiduciary Commissioner George Armistead had a hearing on July 20th. The petitioner did not show up for that hearing. So in the report that Mr. Armistead filed, he is recommending that you deny the petition.
Move that we deny the petition as presented.
Second.
Been properly moved and seconded to deny this petition. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. I don't see anyone behind the post, but is there any introduction of any new employees or personnel changes?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Comments from the public. We are now open for comments from the public. If you wish to speak, please come forward to the podium. You have to state your name and place of residence and give yourself 3 minutes to speak, please.
So this is when I need to speak?
Yes.
How are you, gentlemen?
Good evening. Good morning.
My name is Todd Stanbrook, 512 Valley Road, Morgantown, West Virginia. Later on in the packet, you guys are considering possibly giving us a permit to use the courthouse square the 8th of this month for a rally to salute our heroes here in the community. We unfortunately have not had a lot of positive things going on within the area. So came to me to do this. I think it's important to let the police officers, fire department, 911 workers, essential workers know that we appreciate the effort that they're doing. I did find out that you guys may have an issue with this permit due to the maximum people of 25 being allowed at a social gathering. I did get a hold of the governor's office. They contacted me yesterday letting me know that this does not fall in those guidelines. This is not a social gathering. This is a First Amendment right. So that was from, as per Jason Williams from the governor's office. So hopefully we can have something positive going on this Saturday within our community. As well as per a recent article in Forbes magazine, evidently the protests have not created an increase in COVID-19 within their area. So, like I say, that's as per Forbes magazine. So hopefully, like I say, we can do something positive for the community. This is not, I'm running for House of Delegates, but this is not a political campaign. I'm not accepting donations. This is coming out of my pocket to do this. So please consider it. It'd be great for Morgantown. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else who wishes to speak? Public comment? Hearing none, we will close public comment. Colleen, do we have grants? Good.
I have the grant contract for the Community Corrections Grant for the Day Report Center. We were awarded $190,000 for that. I have a resolution, and it reads, the Monongalia County Commission met on Wednesday, August 5th, 2020 with a quorum present and passed the following resolution. Be it resolved that the Monongalia County Commission hereby authorizes the Honorable Edward A. Hawkins, President of the Monongalia County Commission, to act on its behalf to enter into a contractual agreement with the Division of Administrative Services, Justice and Community Services Section to receive and administer grant funds pursuant to provisions of the West Virginia Community Corrections Grant Program. So along with the grant contract, you'll also have to sign the standard conditions and assurances, federal standard conditions and assurances, equal employment opportunity plan, and then this Department of Lobbying.
Move to approve grants as requested.
Second.
Been properly moved and seconded to approve the grants. Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Is there any correspondence?
Yes, got a couple of items. I'm not sure what day, but over the weekend, Commissioner Bloom received a letter from S&J Capital Concepts. It's a letter regarding the Mon County Board of Health medical cannabis facility permits. I don't know if you want me to read it, but it's definitely something that should be put in record.
I don't think it needs to be read if it's just say that we can just put in.
the record.
Yeah.
I agree.
Then this morning, Chief Tax Deputy Kelly Palmer, good Lord, dropped off the 2020 sheriff's settlement. So that's one more piece of information that we'll need to start the financial statement, which then leads to the audit. So that's on file here in the commission office.
Okay. Anything else?
No, sir, that's all.
Any commissioners have any correspondence?
No.
I have a piece of correspondence, but we have an action in the agenda that I'll read it.
Okay.
In regards to.
Any unfinished business? Hearing none, we'll move on to new business. First, consideration of appointment to the Monongalia County Board of Health.
Let's see. Chairman Sam Chico's term was set to expire on June 30th. He does wish to be reappointed. We did receive another applicant,
Thank
but
you.
she is ineligible because of where she lives
Right.
and because of the political party.
And I'd like to
So-
move that we approve the reappointment of Sam Chico with conversation.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Okay.
I received this letter from Dr. Smith. This is last week, and I'd like to read it into the record. It says, Sean, today's newspaper included editorials from two individuals commenting on conversations they had no part in, nor firsthand knowledge. As the person who set up the Zoom call and was present during the entire discussion, I would only say that these editorial comments were taken out of context. In addition, one person brought into questions Mr. Sam Chico's qualification as Board of Health member, who in addition to currently serves as our board chair. It is to this question I will address my remarks. West Virginia Code 16-2-6 stipulates that each Board of Health be comprised of 5 members selected and appointed by vote of the county commission. Each member appointed to the Board of Health is required to be a resident of the county. No more than 2 members who reside in the same magisterial district may be appointed, and no more than 2 members may be appointed who are personally licensed or certified in, engaged in, or actively participating in the same business, profession, or occupation. No more than 3 members of a municipal board of health may belong to the same political party. Monongalia County Boards of Health have a rich history of diversity, including the various facets of our county. Currently, Donna Tennant represents the nursing home industry. Miss Dr. Tony Diaccio, a nurse practitioner, is a W School nursing assistant, dean, and clinical assistant professor for faculty practice and community engagement. Dr. Keith Zulig is a chair and professor in the Department of Social and Behavioral Sciences at W School of Public Health. Dr. George Lilly, retired CEO, Valley Healthcare Systems, and Samuel A. Chico III, CEO, Chico Enterprises. It is a balanced group with various interests of business, professions, occupations in our community being represented. During my 5-year tenure as Executive Director and County Health Officer, I've been extremely grateful for the close working relationship with our Board of Directors. This board has not avoided controversy, but maintained their charge to prevent disease, protect the public, and promote public health. An example of how good works was consideration and passage of the community-wide clean indoor air ordinances, which was tumultuous and heated. However, this board had the perseverance and tenacity to see the measure through. Monongalia County Health Department has faced multiple challenges, including cuts in state appropriations, rabies outbreaks, salmonella, foodborne illnesses, hepatitis A, HIV, STD, opioids, coronavirus, pandemic, and we have consistently received stable and appropriate guidance from our board and especially the chairman. Mr. Chico has instrumental in helping us achieve and was signatory to the Monongalia County Health Department being recognized as an academic health department. As a native son of Morgantown and a businessman in his community, he brings a balance to our board from his lifelong experience and desire to serve his community. Mr. Chico is admired among board members and considered invaluable from health department employees. Therefore, it is without hesitation and reservation that we support his reappointment to our board. Sincerely, Lee Smith. I wanted to make sure that I read that because there were some unfair editorials in the paper. We are having an honest and frank conversation, and Mr. Chico he was trying to represent the varied discussions. You know, if you're talking about the coronavirus pandemic, you know, we can shut the complete country down and do not, you know, and nobody move. Or we have other ends of the spectrum. And he was talking about those different spectrums and things that he said were taken out of context. So I know Sam as a friend and as a fellow colleague on other boards, and I wholeheartedly, I know his heart's in the right place, and I know he's done a great job with bringing our health department on. So I want to make sure I read that.
Been properly moved and second for this appointment to be approved. All in favor? Aye. Thank you. Next, consideration to approve a letter of support for Bartlett Housing Solutions Grant application to the Affordable Housing Program for the Ashore project.
Move for approval.
Second.
And this is what we had done before.
Properly moved and second for
Yeah.
approval. All in favor?
Aye.
C, to consider for approval requisition number 30 for the Morgantown Industrial Park Series 2017A Phase 2 Project Fund.
Requisition total is $33,479.45. $8,179.45 will be paid to Orion Strategies for consulting, and $25,300 will be paid to the developer, Adrian Enterprises LLC, for project management.
Just to be clear, I thought it was 20 to Adrian, 5,000 to Orion, 5,300 to Orion, and then 8,179.45 to Motown Lawn Care. Is that?
Oh, yes, you're right. I'm sorry. I
That's okay.
misread.
So just to correct.
Move as amended.
Yes. Move to approve, or you move?
Yeah, it's your second, yeah.
Second?
Okay.
Wait a minute, hold on. Hold on
Can't
just
remember
a
if
second.
We haven't had a motion yet for that.
So
Yeah.
the total is not correct on his requisition then, because at the top of the fourth page, it says amount of disbursement, $41,386.25, and on the second page, it says $33,479.45.
Yeah, 33,479.45 appears to be the correct amount.
Okay, so this fourth page needs to be changed. Okay, hang on just a second. $33,479.
Do you wish to amend the motion
45.
on the amount?
As moved.
Yes, move to approve requisition 30 per our amended conversation.
Second.
Been properly moved and second for approval. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Consideration to certify tax collections by the sheriff and approve the statutory commission.
Is that what you received today?
Yes.
No. You received that last week.
Oh, that was what she had sent last week. That's right. Move for approval.
Second.
Been
That's
properly
right.
moved and
Sorry.
second for approval. All in favor?
Aye.
And just to be clear, this is if the sheriff collects a certain
Right.
percentage of taxes, then he's entitled to an additional compensation, and that's what this is.
Right.
This is not a new thing. This has happened every year.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
To consider for approval requisition number 36 for the University Town Center EODD Special District Excise Tax Revenue Refunding and Improvement Bonds Series 2017 Administrative Expense Fund.
The amount of the requisition is for $5,243.75, and that will be paid to Municap for their services on the district.
Move to approve requisition 36 as presented.
Second.
Been properly moved and second for approval. All in favor?
Aye.
Lastly, to consider request by Friends of Todd Stainbrook for House of Delegates for use of the courthouse square on August 8th, 2020.
Move to approve.
Second. I do have a question.
Sure.
And again, if we may have to suspend the rules. My frustration is not with Todd, but it's we get one rule, and we believe we're following it of 25 or less, and then we get another ruling, and it's just so confusing. I just want to clarify, if it's correct and the governor's office says that there's no problem, then we should follow the rules. It was just, we had stated 25 because of what we were always informed. Is there?
And to
Yeah.
confirm, when
Yes.
I was trying to clarify with the health department, when we were talking about
Right.
animal auctions,
Yes.
if it's open air, and this is from Dr. Smith,
Okay.
there's no restrictions. It's just the normal social distancing guidelines.
Gotcha.
So we would ask that, you may be sure that the normal social distancing guidelines are promoted. People stay, 6 feet
6 feet
apart,
apart.
wear masks, those type of things. So,
I
Right.
did put that on my flyer and everything, to please social distance and please wear a mask. I did
Thank
do
you.
due consideration. I mean, I understand.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
So having said that,
Yeah.
I would agree that being an open air thing, that the only restriction is good social distancing, common sense,
And I've-
as prescribed
Right.
by our health department, the state, everybody.
But I wanted to clarify why we at first thought there was a different, and we
Well,
wanted to
trust me,
follow.
I got several different answers from several different people,
And we believe
The
it.
governor's office, I didn't, I
Yes.
didn't,
So-
I had a definitive answer at that point.
Okay.
Welcome
Well,
to
we
our world.
appreciate you coming in and clarifying it for us, so.
It's been properly moved and second for
Yeah.
approval. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank
Thank
you.
Thank you guys very much.
You're quite welcome.
All right, reports from elected officials. Seeing none, we'll move to reports from county commissioners. Tom?
Yeah, I have two really positive issues. The first one is that the Mon River Trail System, and it's mentioned in today's paper, Mon River, Caperton, Deckers Creek Rail Trails, is one of only 4 trails to be nominated for the Rails to Trails Conservancy's Hall of Fame. And this is truly a great honor. And if it be selected, would be only one of 30 other iconic trails nationally recognized. And our competition is very large cities, but we are the underdogs, and I have it posted, and I'm asking the public I'm going to ask Colleen if she could post it for this week, so you can go to a link and support it. And jokingly, I'm saying it's like Logan County, that you can vote as early as often. You're allowed to vote as many times as you want. But I really think this is a great honor, and this also says a lot to our community because of the levy that they supported it. So again, I want to thank them. The other is also good news. The West Virginia Coalition and Homelessness has received an enormous grant. It's only one of 3 in the country that is trying to find housing for those 18 to 24, which is perfect in our community. And they can help in deposits, rent, utility, help with obtaining IDs, finding housing and connections. And this is in collaboration with the North Central West Virginia 100-Day Challenge team that has been working hard. And there are flyers and there's information out there. And I do want to congratulate Lauren Frederick, Elizabeth Edwards, and these others who have put this in. And it is a possibility. And we are going through the process of trying to get those individuals. So if you know of anyone, to please contact West Virginia Coalition and Housing, or they can contact me and I will refer it. But I think it's two very positive situations. And that's it.
Thank you. Sean?
I have a quick report. Since last meeting, we had the Mon County Health Department Board of Health meeting last Thursday, and then that afternoon I had a really productive call with our Development Authority Red Team, members of the city, regarding financing of the airport extension project, as well as the Airport Commerce Park that we've been working on. So hopefully those conversations will continue and prove fruitful. Friday, we had staff reports, and then this weekend, Sunday to Tuesday, I was at the County Commissioners Association of West Virginia conference. I've been out of the office since yesterday. This week, yesterday I also did sit on a call with couple Board of Education members, and they were talking about just starting and having a general conversation about testing, and we were talking about like what we did with our policy, how we start deal with employees that either have secondary or primary contact, and how they're handling that. And they invited me to sit in on the call, and it was very informational. I can tell you that we're as a county and all of our elected offices, we're a little farther down the road in regards to starting to have those conversations as this pandemic touches us personally, and our employees and our families. Today's a regular day. Tomorrow I have a MAP Executive Committee meeting, and in general, I want to wish Commissioner Hawkins a belated happy birthday. Sunday was his birthday. Sorry we didn't get a chance to celebrate with you, but happy birthday.
Thank you. The trip around the sun is always a memorable event. I celebrated it with my 2 dogs and my 3 cats, and an eventual dinner. But I want to thank you all. The county, I think, is looking up. I'm happy to say that our numbers, have definitely decreased. We have still a shutdown that will have another opportunity to be viewed on the 13th. That's more or less all I'll say about that. And I'll take a motion for...
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Thank you. We are adjourned.
Thank you.